Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Mr. Kyle Cohen. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel and today's video. If you are new here, welcome. I am a 4th grade teacher in Cleveland, Ohio, and since July, I've been consistently posting videos on this YouTube channel in hopes of documenting what a year of pandemic teaching really looks like and feels like. My hope is that I will be able to look back on these videos in 10, 20, 30 years and remember this experience because it is unlike anything we have ever experienced. I'm filming this video on October 3rd, 2020, after 1 month of hybrid teaching. We just finished week 4. We started a little bit after Labor Day, so this just concluded our 4th week in the classroom with students. For me and my district, this looks like having half of our students half of the week, and students are engaging in remote online learning the other days of the week. So we have half of our students Monday, Wednesday, the other half of our class on Tuesday, Thursday. When students are not in school, they have 3 days of online learning that they're expected to engage with. And up until this point, things have been going rather well. We haven't had any outbreaks of cases in our school. We have been able to maintain 6 feet of distance between students and staff. We've been doing such an incredible job of sanitizing and hand washing, wearing masks. All of these things have been working, I think. It's been really positive to see in that sense. From a teaching perspective, some things that have been also going well are small class sizes. I mean, you understand what the benefits are of having 10, 11 students in a classroom versus 20, 25, you know? So getting able to really get to know my students on a personal level, provide them with the feedback and the support and the attention that they deserve. So having small class sizes has been great, but there have also been constant challenges. But for me, having the opportunity to be with students in some capacity has really been outweighing those challenges, and I'm just trying every single day to take it day by day and to remain as flexible as possible. I have shared in previous videos that my entire mindset for this year is surrounded by the fact that we are building this plane as we are flying it. None of us teachers have ever experienced anything like this before, so whether we are in our 1st year of teaching or our 30th year of teaching, we are all in this together. I shared in my most recent video that I feel as if I'm putting in more hours than I have ever before, from managing our distance learning content to making sure we are fleshing out high quality instruction to students, making sure that students are mastering standards and catching up from anything that they missed when we went virtual in March. There's just been so many moving pieces, but we're getting through it, we're being flexible, and we are doing everything we can to best support our students. Now, here in the state of Ohio, we have a color-coded system for managing this pandemic. Every county is broken up into 4 different levels, and these 4 levels have really been the deciding factor for what my district has been doing in regards to this pandemic. So I'm gonna take a second and walk you through where we have been and kind of what has changed, because I have some updates to share. All right, so moved you over here to my computer to show you a little bit of a visual of what we have been working with here in our county and our district in the state of Ohio. So our state has broken up the different levels of risk, basically from level 1 to 4. Level 1 meaning low risk. There have been a very low amount of cases that are being kind of diagnosed, and level 2, a little bit more risk, level 3, a little more, and then level 4, the most. So level 1, my district decided would look like having all of our students back 5 days per week. We would have our students wearing masks, of course, maintaining physical distancing as much as possible, but all students will be brought back in school. This does not include the students who back in August decided to engage with 100% remote learning until January. So all of our students were provided the option back in August to sign up for remote learning until January, where we will then revisit the plan come January. And we had a handful of students sign up for that option. It was nice that families were really given a choice with what they wanted to do in regards to this school year. So level 1, though, does not include those remote students. This just includes our students who are back at school with the plan that we're deciding to roll out. So level 1 means everyone is back 5 days. Level 2 and level 3 are a hybrid model, the model that we have been working with so far. So again, that's the 2 days a week in person, 3 days a week online for students, half the class each day. In our county has been going back and forth between level 2 and level 3. We've been consistently level 2 and consistently level 3 since April, essentially. Level 4 is 100% remote learning for all students, whether you are the students who already chose remote learning or the students who want to be back in school. 100% of everyone would be on level 4 remote learning. Now, we have not seen any county in the state of Ohio since March be on level 4. A lot of the counties are on levels 1, 2, and 3. Now, as I shared before, we are 1 month into the school year, so our Board of Education decided to come together last week and reevaluate what is going on, think about how things are working, what is not working, and make a plan for moving forward. So the board came together and they voted to change this color-coded system that they had previously set forth. So they made some adjustments and some amendments to this original plan, and I'm gonna walk you through their adjustments that they made now. Our Board of Education took our initial level systems and they kept level 1, 3, and 4 the same, but changed level 2 to, instead of being part of the hybrid model like you see over here, it is now part of the 5-day-a-week model. So shifting both level 1 and 2 to having all students back 5 days per week, and level 3 would be hybrid, level 4 would be remote. Now, this shift that the Board of Education made might sound small, right? Just like changing one level system, but this system that they now shifted, that they amended, has a huge impact on what things are now going to look like for me and my teaching context as we move forward. Here in Ohio, once a week on Thursday, the governor of the state of Ohio has a live stream where he basically announces what the counties are color-coded for the upcoming week. So he'll say, these counties are yellow, level 1, these counties are level 2, orange, 3, red, and so on. And these counties can change on a week-by-week basis depending on the amount of cases that pop up and a wide variety of other things. So our county on 1 week might be red, which means hybrid. The next week could be orange, which means 5 days. Could go purple, which would be 100% remote. We just don't know. So as a teacher, Thursdays have now become this big day where I am basically awaiting my fate of what the next week is going to look like. Planning for hybrid learning is dramatically different than planning from in-person learning. When I have 100% of my students in person, I don't have to make any remote learning materials. I don't have to record videos to send out to students. I don't have to post assignments to Google Classroom that students have to engage with at home. And the amount of hours that it takes to deliver high-quality instruction in a hybrid model is extremely taxing and demanding versus the amount of hours it takes to pour into an in-person model. And shifting that over the span of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days, it presents a really large challenge. So it's become really interesting trying to navigate that shift and think about what it's going to look like to bounce back and forth. Coming into it, I thought that we were going to be shifting a lot back and forth, but we've been really consistent at that level 2 and level 3, so we've been consistently hybrid. Now, this shift with the Board of Education is making it look like this consistency piece is no longer going to be a thing, because this past Thursday, we got some news. This past Thursday, it was announced that our county is now on level 2 in regards to risk. So with the new decision from the Board of Education, this means that starting this upcoming Monday, October 5th, 100% of our students will be returning in person to my classroom. As I was saying before, this changes everything. This changes how our instruction is going to look. This changes what physical distancing is going to look like in the classroom. This looks like our ability to have students spaced out. Everything is going to be shifting, and it's a lot to process. It's a lot to work through, but we are, again, taking it day by day and doing everything we can to be providing our students with an education that they deserve. So I'm going to walk you through what Monday is going to look like for me and my students. I'm not really going to be sharing my thoughts and feelings in regards to what plan I think is best, or did the Board of Education make the right decision or the wrong decision, because who am I to really judge? We've never done this before. I've never done this before. This pandemic is still so new. We know so little. But all that I know is that on Monday, I have 19 fourth graders walking into my classroom who are probably feeling a whole wide array of feelings. Some of them might be so excited to have all of their friends back in class. Some of them might be petrified at the idea that we will not be able to remain 6 feet apart anymore. There's going to be so much happening, and it is my job to put my feelings aside, to put how I am currently feeling about the situation aside, because I have 19 students who are counting on me to show up for them and provide them with a day, with an experience, with an education that they deserve. I feel like I keep saying this over and over, but it is my role as a teacher, I believe it is my role as a teacher to be supporting my students, to be doing everything I can to provide them with a transformative experience. And although I have my own personal beliefs and values and feelings, at this time, what's more important is my students and the fact that all of them are coming into school on Monday, and I want to provide them with a day that feels safe and positive and as awesome as it possibly can be. So let me walk you through a little bit of what Monday's going to look like. So these are my slides that will be posted when students walk in my room. These slides are from Pocketful of Primary on Teachers Pay Teachers. I'll go ahead and link her slides down below if you are interested. I just find them really clean and awesome for students to look at, and I use Michelle Ferre's products throughout my classroom because we have very similar style in that sense. So thanks, Michelle, for all the inspiration. So students will walk in and this will be posted up on the board. It says, "Welcome to the first day, part 2." And you will see that I'm really leaning into this joke that I think will ease some anxieties and fears from students, and again, just try to be as positive as possible. So I'm going to introduce myself. They obviously know who I am. We have just concluded 4 weeks of learning together, but I just thought it would be really funny to start the day off with saying, "Hey, I'm Mr. Cohen, I'm your teacher." Just really leaning into this joke. We're going to play stand up, sit down. We played this on the first day of school. The kids loved it. They know the answers for the students who are in their group, the Monday, Wednesday group or the Tuesday, Thursday group, but this will be a fun way for them to engage with students who are new to our class on the other days. So stand up if you prefer summer, sit down if you prefer winter, stand up if you prefer salty foods, sit down if you prefer sweet foods, and so on. This activity is awesome. It's really sensitive to our physical distancing protocols and measures that need to be taken, and I think it's just a great way to ease the nerves on the first day. I shared in my first day of school video, which I will link down below, that I don't really enjoy having students speak out in front of everyone on the first day. It can be really nerve-wracking for students to have to talk in front of everyone. So if I can make it a little bit easier by playing stand up, sit down, I will. After playing stand up, sit down, we're going to read First Day Jitters. Again, it's not the first day of school, but we're pretending it's the first day of school. I think it will be really hilarious for kids to read First Day Jitters on the fifth week, the start of the 5th week of school. I then have an activity, which I will show you on students' desks when they walk in. It's kind of a Mad Lib, and it has them fill out different blanks. So they'll say, "My name is blank, and today is my first day of 4th grade. This morning I am feeling blank because blank." And I think this ties really well to First Day Jitters. It allows us to acknowledge that we're all feeling differently on this first day of school, and I think will be a great transition into our learning that needs to take place on Monday. Some very lucky other students will also find a little note on their desks Monday morning from the desk fairy. She drops by to send some thank you to students who keep a clean and organized desk. Got to be teaching those 4th graders responsibility. You know what I mean? The last thing on students' desks, when they walk in the classroom, they will find a handwritten letter from me as a way of reminding them how much I appreciate them, which is a practice that I try to do every couple of weeks. So there you have it. You are now up to date with what things look like for me and my district and my students. We are 4 weeks into the school year, starting week 5 on Monday. We have done 4 weeks of hybrid, and we are starting our first week of having everyone back. I really hope things are going well for you and your students so far this year. Leave a comment down below how the first month of school has been going for you, what has been working, what has not. I really have appreciated engaging with you all in the comments over the course of the last couple of months as I've been posting videos to this YouTube channel. If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that red subscription button. I look forward to posting updates as we continue moving forward with this school year. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.